Hey, mighty peeps. Would you like to know a way that you can have a sales team working for you 24/7? Yeah, I know, we're mostly solopreneurs, consultants, coaches, writers. There's usually only one of us. And no, I'm not talking about hiring a VA, and I'm not talking about cloning yourself. That's some sketchy science. But there's a way that we can expand your presence and bring you the equivalent of a 24/7 sales team. Want to know more? Let's talk about email marketing automation, secret weapon. And today I'm going to give you basically the 7 benefits of why you want to be using email marketing automation. And it's not nearly as confusing as it may seem. We're not talking about bots and chat bots and robots and other types of automation and AI and all those other things. This is a fairly simple email technology that's been around, and you may have known it more by the term autoresponders. So I know, I'm telling you, you can do this even if you're working on that tight budget as a small business or a solopreneur, and you're telling yourself, you're telling me I can't afford a super Salesforce team. You can do this. So when I talk about email automation, like I said, autoresponders, automated campaigns, dripped emails, those are all ways of talking about the same thing. Some of the easiest automations that even you, who a solopreneur who isn't techie, can implement into your business because this is built into just about every piece of email software out there. It's also why, in some respects, I've changed email software over the years, is to have better implementation of this 24/7 Salesforce that is working for me all the time in the automation and autoresponders. It's a big reason why a lot of us had to leave the various free email marketing software that was out there at one point in time. Why? Because most of those tools weren't including automation in the free levels. Now, for them to up their game, most of them now do offer it in some capacity. That's the number one tip. If you are looking at software for your small business as a solopreneur to up your game, you got to make sure that it's got some automation, that it has autoresponders built into the plan that you're looking for. Otherwise, you're potentially wasting your time and your money, and you're not going to see that great return on investment that email marketing can bring. So, why? Email automation. It lets you stay in front of your prospective clients. It lets you stay top of mind with people. It keeps your products, your service, your courses out there. It lets you keep building relationships and therefore building your business 24/7, 365. Now, if you're not sure exactly what an autoresponder is, if I said dripped email campaigns and autoresponder and automation, you're still like, yeah, whoa, leave me a comment so that I can answer you in the chat. And it's all cool. And I do a deeper comparison of automated emails versus broadcasts and when you send each of them in my new course, including the last of the 4 lessons that I offer. It's all about setting up your first automated series, your welcome or nurture series. And you can absolutely do that. But basically, we're talking about emails that go out from your email software automatically on a predetermined schedule at specific intervals with no extra work or setup for you. It's almost as close as you can get to set it and forget it marketing, which is kind of funny because I told you in another video in this series there's no such thing as set it and forget it. Well, this is as close as you're ever going to get. Now I'm going to tell you that you got to go back and tweak and test some things, and I've gone back and changed my welcome emails, but it means you're not writing a new email to welcome a new person to your community every time somebody joins, especially if that happens to be at, 3 a.m. your time. No problem. Your email sales team has your back. So these automated emails are triggered by some kind of an event from someone else. Most usually, it's someone who opts in to join your email community. Now, I keep mentioning that email is still a really powerful tool. In fact, it's one of the most cost effective marketing methods out there. It's content marketing, permission marketing, relationship marketing, all rolled into one. But I also know from listening to you, my solopreneur pals, my small business folks, that one of the main concerns that you've got with Email marketing is you're not sure what to write and to how to keep up and how to stay consistent. And you know, automation is one of those things that gives us a little bit of breathing room. It can help us do some of the heavy lifting. See, I'm talking about in building those relationships. So there are 7 benefits to using the email automation. So let's go through the 7, all right? So, 1, building relationships. I've been talking in this video series all week about know, like, trust. That's what it comes down to, folks. And building that relationship means that with email automation and an automated welcome series and automated follow-up series, your software is out there as your super sales team working 24/7, 365 to help build those relations, reaching out, introducing you and your business to new people, showing them how you work, showing them your best content, giving client examples, giving good, valuable content. Because once you've written the emails that are going to go into an automated or a dripped out campaign, they get sent out over and over again whenever somebody new joins that automation. It's less work for more results in the relationship building. So, one of the other things that it helps us do is number 2 is it shares our best content, which goes back to that whole let's work smarter, not harder. And you've heard me talk about repurposing content. That's a little bit about what this is. Not every new person who finds your blog, who finds your website, who finds you on social media, who signs up for your email community is going to know all about what you have or all about what you've ever written or said, and they're not going to immediately know about all of your offers. So automated emails, and especially the welcome emails and the nurture emails, are a great place for you to share your best oldie but goodie evergreen blog posts. They're a great way to share that podcast episode where you were a guest. They were a great way for you to share a video that you did on Facebook and then you repurposed it and put it on YouTube. It's a great place for you to send them to a course that you created maybe last year, and it's not featured on your homepage of your website, but it would be completely relevant for them to know about now. This is a great way, automated, to keep pointing people out to your best content and introducing more of you. They get to know more about you. They get to see more examples of how you work, how you bring results for people, and they're doing it without you having to go and say, "Hi, here's this piece of blog post. Hi, here's the thing. Hi." That's both annoying for everybody. So we don't want to do that. I love research. And like research is practically my middle name, and I love helping people do market research, or I joke that more often right now I do research about marketing. And we have to know our audiences, we have to know our people, we have to know what they want and what they need. Well, automation is a great way for us to ask questions. You can absolutely use your email list and your automated emails to find out what types of products, services, or courses that your audience needs by doing simple surveys or polls via email, including, yes, your automated email series. Imagine if every new person on your email community got that survey and took it. That's going to be a lot of valuable information that's going to help you to refine and to deliver what you know people want and will buy. It helps you to do things like segmenting your emails so that, for example, I could put in quick things where I say, look, here's 3 links. Tell me if you're interested in the Canva course that I'm thinking about doing. Tell me if you're interested in the landing page course. Tell me if you're interested in the Trello course. You click that link, and I know, thanks to my software, thanks to my website, what you're interested in. And I can now send you emails that say, hey, here's the Trello course, or B, okay, I think I'm going to do the Canva webinar and it's going to be on this date. You're giving them what they want, which was one of the tips from the last video that we watched in the series. Asking questions. And if you set this up with a survey, it could be a Google form. It could be as simple as what link they click in an email. It could be to something like SurveyMonkey. If it's an evergreen survey, if it's evergreen asking questions, and it doesn't matter whether the person joins your list in August or November or next February, you're going to get useful information that helps you give folks what they want. 5, following up quickly. This is probably actually the number one reason why we want to have email automation, and why, because there's only one of us as solopreneurs and small business owners quite often, we obviously can't follow up with everybody who visits our websites 24/7, 365. But if they came to your site and they liked some of your content and they were intrigued enough about you to sign up for your emails, well, you want to follow up with them immediately. And that's the power of the email automation. It does it for you. It builds that relationship and it follows up immediately, right when that person is most interested and most curious about you. Quick bonus tip: the number one red clicked opened email that almost any business ever sends is the first one, the welcome email, the one that you send out to somebody right after they've opted in, because they absolutely want to know whatever's in that. That's the thing they signed up for in the first place. So those are some tips and tricks that we can talk about later about how you make and take advantage of and make the most of that first email. But you're following up. The same thing could be true though if it's somebody who's purchased something from you. You can set up automated follow-ups. Maybe it's including the recommending the next great related product to the thing they just bought. Maybe you're following up with someone because, oh, hey, your email software lets you connect to your website and it knows that they visit a specific page on your website, and it can tag them and segment them and send messages based on where they showed up, like they were interested in an event registration, or they were interested in a webinar registration, or they landed on your sales page for your new email marketing course. So maybe you want to send them more emails about email. Just saying. So there's only one of us in most cases as solopreneurs. Maybe you've got a really small team as a small business owner. And I've already determined that, you can't clone yourself. It's really sketchy science. Doesn't work, folks. We can't do that. And maybe you're not at the point yet where you want to hire an online business manager or a VA. Or maybe you're going to only hire them for a few hours, and you don't necessarily want them having to send all of these individual follow-up emails. So this lets you duplicate your efforts, and the whole, more results for less work that you can get done by repurposing content. Yes, repurposing content. I'm mentioning that again. By sharing the work that you've already done. Hey, Fran, I'm glad you found me. Excellent. So this is a way for you to include, for example, you wrote an email. Maybe you sent it out as a one-time, often called a broadcast email. But if you take out the time-sensitive information, it's truly an evergreen piece of content. You can add that into an automated email series. The same way that if you've written a blog post and it's still got good relevant information, you're including it. That's the part about reminding people of your best content, but that's also the benefit of you're not duplicating your efforts. The email and the automation is sort of doing the duplication for you. You can, for example, I mentioned that I'm taking the written tips that I've got that are my notes for this Facebook Live and putting them in emails to send out to you. And while I am sending them right now as broadcast emails, they will absolutely positively be great as an automated email series, especially for anybody who's interested in email marketing and anybody who lands on the blog posts that are related to email marketing. The kind of thing that I can do this once and then not have to be doing it over and over again. Now, this is one of the top reasons why we're doing this, right, folks? We're in a business, we're making money, we're selling things, we're helping people, having more impact in the world. Email marketing automation helps us make more sales. We are nurturing more people. We are building more know, like, and trust in our relationships. We have more exposure to what we are doing and what we are offering. We are staying top of mind with our prospects, which means they are more likely to buy when we send them the offers via email. Automating a message post sales to an existing customer leads to more repeat buys. It leads to selling them the next level of a course or a product or coaching, or selling them something that's related, aka a cross sale. People buy from people they know, like, and trust. One of the ways we get to that know, like, and trust is with consistent nurturing emails, and we do that without pulling out of all of our hair by using email automation. Leads to more sales. We can absolutely have evergreen products, courses, offers in our automated emails, things that will always be good no matter whether somebody finds me now or in the winter. Chances are I can include a link to the Borrow My Brain sessions for one-on-one roll up our sleeves marketing, tech, coaching, and solutions, because that's going to be always applicable to somebody, and it's always going to be something that I'm offering. So great thing to put into an email automation as opposed to something that was on a course that goes live, in 2 weeks. When that course becomes evergreen for self-study, then it can go into the automations. And then the seventh, the certainly not the last benefit, but the seventh one I'm talking about today, is about measurable information. So I've talked a little bit about how marketing, you have to tweak it, we have to test it. All marketing, but especially our emails. So the email software gives you stats and data. Use it. Look at the information from your automated series to see which emails are being opened and clicked. Remember that thing that I said about how the number one email that is read is your very first one? Well, maybe there's something else that's in that email that you can copy, that you can repeat as an effort for something else. Look again at the second and the third emails in those series. How much of a drop off is there? Is there a way you could go back and change the subject of one of your welcome emails in an automated campaign and see if that starts getting more opens and more clicks? You're not necessarily changing the content. You're not doing a lot of extra work. Change the subject line and see what a difference that makes over the next 30 days. So you might also see which ones have links where they're sending traffic back to your website. If it was one of those posts where I said, number 2, show them your best content, are you in fact getting more hits on that blog post, on that podcast episode, on that video? And see, well, look, it's coming from the emails. That's good. That means that is in fact something that your people want. Over time, more people get the same messages in the automated series. You get more data. More data means more smart, mighty marketing adjustments. And, making those tweaks and getting all of to do. But it's a lot easier when we have data to help show us the way to get there, right? So, just a reminder that no matter if you're sending, a one-time broadcast email, an automated series, hopefully the tips and the training that I've been giving you so far and that I'll continue on Thursday and Friday are showing you how powerful email marketing can be for building and growing your business. Businesses of any size, businesses of any shape. And that people are constantly asking me, and when they join my groups, they're like, oh, what's your number one marketing challenge? I need to increase my visibility. I need more eyeballs on this offer. Well, email is absolutely a way to increase your visibility, improve your website traffic, get more people seeing the offers that you're making. Yes, grow your social media presence. The two things are absolutely linked. And to increase your sales. We're trying to make an impact in the world, and we're doing that while also being paid for our time and our effort, the things that we do and that we create. I'm hoping that this training has gotten you sort of excited about email marketing, has got you intrigued. And if you're excited, but you're still feeling a little hesitant because the parts and the pieces and the technology of the email marketing systems have you stuck, I really, really want to help you get unstuck. And that was the entire reason why I created the new course that is in the link there. The hell yeah, you can start an email list even if you're not techie. Because I think even if you don't think you're 100% there yet, I want you to check it out, and I want you to consider grabbing the special deal that I have, because there's a special bonus deal that if you pay in front full, you get a 1 hour borrow my brain setup. You get a free coaching call with me where basically, if you want help, hands on, we log into your system and we get your email fixed or set up, or you want a review of your landing pages, you want me to audit your welcome emails, you get that personalized from me. That's only until the course goes live. You also get the fact that the course is being taught live. It's hands-on, me doing this. Ask whatever questions you have when we're in the live sessions, when we have our live Q&A days. This is the chance for you to ask and get help and be supported in the 30 days to having your email marketing set up, rather than just being, eventually self-study and doing it on your own. So grab the deals before the course goes live on August 19th. And like I said, it's more chances for you to ask me questions, get your system set up and dialed in. And I will say that we're going to have 2 more videos in this training series. And I have to check my notes here to remind myself that on Thursday, the next video in the series is, okay, I'm kind of set up now. What do I say? Ideas for any business in terms of what to write in your emails and getting started in your email marketing. And then some first things first in terms of setup and answering questions about differences in the email software. That's the 5th. And then I'm probably going to do a bonus Ask Me Anything About Email Marketing Facebook Live next week. Bring any questions, anything that I haven't asked, anything you're curious about, you want to talk about the software, anything, we'll open it up and we'll do Ask Me Anything Email Marketing. Go ahead, try and stop me. It'll probably happen. I'm sure you all are smart folks and you're going to come up with something, and that's okay, because I know the answer is I will look into that for you. And that's what I do. So I hope you're excited. I hope you've given some great ideas in terms of the benefits of, I'm glad that sounds great for you. Awesome. And yes, no, you tried cloning too? Didn't work. Imagine that. But email lets me be multiple places. Email lets me send you things even when I'm sitting on the deck and having my coffee and watching the water, or email lets me send you things if I'm on vacation or if I'm at a conference. It's my sales team. It's working for me 24/7, even when I'm off doing other things. If I'm off working on my nonprofit, if I am chilling, if it's like when my parents came to visit, not a problem. My email was still working for me. In fact, I'll even give you a real quick bonus trip. We're going to share a screen real quickly. And there we go. So when I talk about how much I love email and email automation, this is a quick sneak peek inside of the email tool that I prefer and have been using since the beginning of 2019. You're on your deck with your cats watching me. I'm kind of super jealous because I was outside earlier. So this is inside of Active Campaign, and this is my automations page. This is if you can't read what it's at the bottom because I've got copy, filling it. But what it says is this is showing you 1 through 10 of 27 automations. Now you're thinking, whoa, 27. You don't have to go there just yet. One of the reasons I love this tool and why I love Active Campaign is how easy it made it to set up automations, how easy it made it to copy the automations. I clone the automations that are inside of here. I find the ones that work and I copy them. And one of the deep dives that you're going to be getting as a bonus in the course is I'm recording a video that shows how I set up specifically my Welcome and Nurture series with inside of Active Campaign, because that was a trial and error process that I found for myself. And I want to show you what I learned and why I keep my Welcome emails series separate from the automations for the various webinars, products, courses, training. You can see that I've got the one for the email setup guide. This is the one that's an automation for if you're interested in learning more about email marketing, for if you've bought the repurposing workshop, if you were in the challenge, and it gives me cool information and tells me things like how many people are in this automation, how many emails are in this automation. There are things that I could do with automation within ActiveCampaign that I haven't begun to touch. You don't have to do all of that at first. All you really have to have at first is your welcome emails set up and going. But it's really powerful when you can have an automation that nurtures just on that one specific topic, that made it super easy, for example, for me to say, hey, you're interested in repurposing because you checked out that blog post, and here's a free gift. Here's a free guide all about repurposing content and a quick video tutorial on a way to do that using PowerPoint and creating videos. And I can send that to you for free, because it's something that's built in and it was made easy for me to do an ActiveCampaign. And it was something that my other email software was making a pain in my butt. Now, I understand they've made a lot of improvements, and for some folks it's easier. For me, no. It's also the reason why years ago I left MailChimp, because MailChimp didn't offer email automation on its free plans. It's changed. They finally had to. Why? Because this is so powerful. Email marketing automation is like the most powerful part, honestly, of email marketing. You don't think people are sitting there at Wayfair and they're typing every email up every morning, like, what are we going to sell today? No, folks, they've automated that. We, as solopreneurs, can take the power of automation back for ourselves as well. So I'm excited in the class and as the bonus to show you a little bit deeper into my email automation setup. And excellent. Ooh, all right, great. And you've got some questions and you have some problems with your, then maybe this is going to be a great opportunity when we do the Ask Me Anything next week. And that would be awesome. And Frank, tagging and segmenting is something I don't know, and we are definitely going to touch on that in the 4 lessons during the course. That's also something that is, honestly, we'll call that, email marketing 201. It's not necessarily 101, but it's 201. So it's something we can absolutely talk about why we want to do it and where those features are in certain, maybe some of the email systems that are out there, and the simplest and most basic ways to get started with that. And you're definitely going to get to see how I set up tags and segments within my email as well. So, and if your email software is currently driving you crazy, as Fran says it is, then this may be the discussion about, are there other better options for you? So I know that other folks that I've been talking with, and other coaches and consultants and freelancers and solopreneurs in my community, a lot of them are making changes right now for various reasons. So that may be one of the things that we talk about next week under the Ask Me Anything is, why would we want to change if things had been working pretty well? There are some certain reasons. If you have a certain type of business and a certain model in terms of how you go about growing, that there are email tools out right there right now that I no longer recommend for certain businesses. So definitely check in on that. I hope you see some of the benefits of email marketing automation, and to know that it doesn't have to be that hard to set up, and that it can absolutely bring you the power of your own 24/7 team, even when there's only one of you. No cloning necessary. All right, until tomorrow, go off, be mighty, leave me questions below, and we'll check in some more.